Now let's see a few words with your letter I and your sound A. Okay. Now your first one. What is this, children? Yes, it's an igloo. What is it? Yes, it's an igloo. So shall we write the spelling so you will know what your sound is? It's an igloo. Alright, and now what is your first letter? Your igloo, what is your first letter? What is the sound? Yes, it's A. Yes, that is what you learned now. Your letter I and your sound A. Now, the picture igloo is starting with the sound. Correct, it's A. Now, next one. What is this? Yes, it's a ink pot. It's an ink pot. Now again, I want you to check what is your sound. It's an ink pot. Ink pot. Now this is also starting with your sound A. Right? Now you can see what is your spelling with? Yes, letter I and your sound A. Okay, so it's ink pot. Again, your sound is with A. Okay, now next one. Yeah, what is this? Yes, it's a iguana. It's an iguana. So shall we write the spelling over here? Yes. Again, I want you to check what is your sound. Again, starting is I and your sound is A. Yes. So you have iguana. You have many more words like this. Okay. So once again, with I, your sound A. Your first one is an igloo. Can you also pronounce the word after me? Yes, igloo. Next one, ink pot. Again, ink pot. Iguana. Once again, iguana. So you have learned 3: igloo, ink pot and iguana. All these start with your sound A. Okay. Now, here you have a small activity over here now. Now we have 4 pictures, right? You have 4 pictures. Now first one is an igloo, an arrow, insect and ink pot. So in these 4 pictures, we have one picture which does not begin with your sound A. Shall we find out which picture is that, or which word is that which does not begin with your sound A? Now, first one, as you learned, it's an igloo. Does it start with your sound A? Can you try to pronounce the word igloo? Yes, it is your letter I and your sound A. Right? Now, next you have a picture of an arrow. I want you to pronounce, say arrow. Does it begin with the sound A? Arrow? No. It's earlier what you learned, it's A and your sound A. Arrow. Okay. So that is arrow. Now next one. You have insects. Again, you please repeat the word insects. Now, is it starting with your sound A? Insects? Yes, insects. So it is with your sound what you're learning now. And your last one is inkpot. Again, what you learn, it is inkpot. Please pronounce the word, children, and see if you're starting with your sound A. Inkpot. Yes, you're starting with inkpot. Yes. So in these 4 pictures, which is the picture or the word which is not starting with your sound A? Igloo, arrow, insect, inkpot. Which is not beginning with your sound A? Right, it is arrow. So shall we cross out arrow? Yes. Okay, so when you see these pictures, I want you to first say the name of the picture, like igloo or insect, inkpot or an arrow, so you will know what is the starting sound. So before we go to start with your activity, once again, your first picture is igloo, your second one is inkpot, your third one is iguana. Okay, so all these are starting with your sound A. Yes, all these pictures, that is all these words, are starting with your letter I and your sound A.